One of the things that it says in the Path of Animals is that all of nature speaks and listens, only man is hard of hearing. But we could change that. Having one of my weekly sittings with a young walker. And there's the place where we chose to sit, there's these ants that start crawling all over us, all over the paper that I'm trying to write on. And I'm trying to gently shake him off. And he kind of looking at me. And I can tell right away that something is different with this guy. And so as he's looking at me, and I'm trying to shake off the ants, I was like, what? And he's like, I have spent hours watching ants this week. Automatically I'm intrigued, because this is a person who every week before had been about smashing the ants and spiders and anything that gets in my way, I'm going to kill it, and I hate everything. And he starts telling me about this experience that he had watching the ants in this ant hill. And he'd take some of the cornmeal from his food pack and he'd sprinkle it out there, and he'd watch them, these tiny ants, do this heroic feat of picking up these giant things and just kind of watching and learning from them. And I said, you've been reading the Path of Animals this week, haven't you? And he said, in the Path of Animals, it talks about how the animals speak different languages. So I sat watching this anthill trying to learn the ants' language. And watching them, I lost this desire that I've always had to smash them. And not only that, in trying to learn their language, I figured out something about my dad. The language that my dad speaks is as different as the language that I speak to the ants. I'll never be able to understand my dad unless I can watch and be as interested at them. And that was the central issue that he'd been sort of struggling with out on the trail. His relationship with his dad. And that little insight from watching the ants totally changed the way that he received the letters from his dad, all the communication from his dad, who he never really understood, but he never really took the time to understand his language, to understand those things that he was communicating to his son. And that changed the whole dynamic from then on. And he began to be interested and to find this joy in learning how to communicate with his dad and learning to encode and decode those messages.